Hello.
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 Welcome to
we're
Quey. We're into it.
We're
So
just press the button and we're going.
This is Quey. Erich, you haven't been on an episode. Welcome to the Perpetually Postponed podcast.
Quey.
Quey.
It stands for nothing.
I know, and I hate that.
Yeah. We're back. I'm Mr. Kajoko or Cameron. Josh, this is Josh.
It's me, Josh. Phantom 300. I'm here. Erich is dying. Stop it.
And we're joined by our friend Erich.
I was choking on a blueberry.
Who isn't on anything. Does
What are you talking about on anything? I have,
Does anyone want G Fuel? No?
Why'd you pull out Nuka-Colas and ask us if we want G Fuel?
Well, one of them is Nuka-Cola flavored. Supposedly.
I'm confused.
One of them is
It's not that confusing.
One of them is Naruto.
Yeah.
One of them is Monster Hunter.
Those aren't flavors!
And one of them is Nuka-Cola.
Naruto's peach.
What?
Naruto's peach. This one's
right.
a mango jackfruit, and this is
okay.
like a pina colada type thing.
I'm like, wait, what does Monster Hunter taste like?
It tastes like mangoes.
We're drinking
Flesh.
drinking Orathalos, I guess.
Erich, no? Do you want one?
I want the red one.
The red one? That one's the peach one. Josh, green, blue? You sure? I made them for you.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh,
I made them for all of us.
Okay. You know what?
You have to now,
Which
Josh.
one?
I'll take the blue one.
Don't be a cunt.
Robin, do you want yours? Robin's here too, but she's reading, so she's not going to join in. Here you go, Robin.
She's reading and listening to stuff. That's not how that works.
It's an audiobook. It makes sense.
No.
You
She's
don't
listening
read
to music.
and listen to an audiobook.
She's just listening.
She's just double tasking. That's impressive.
She's reading 2 books at once.
Oh,
That is impressive.
We're not allowed to have, like, audio. Like, what are those things? Kindle Fires?
Mm-hmm.
We're not allowed to have those at work, but we can bring books.
Why?
Isn't it?
I guess the circuitry, maybe, can be used as a weapon.
No, with who? Nobody goes out. We don't have staff.
I don't know. Erich works at a prison, so...
Yeah.
Erich is a correctional officer. Erich is the only one out of all of us with a decent job. That actually brings me to my first talking point.
Yeah, what's the update on that? Because are you employed stuff?
I
Josh,
know.
let me tell you the update.
I no longer work for original company.
Nice.
I now work for competing company.
Okay, that's good.
Because they are much better, and I officially start February 2nd.
Nice.
They were
So
like
a couple days.
yeah. So
Groundhog Day.
actually, I don't really work for that company. I work for the chip company.
Well, you're on the fridge, so.
That's still.
But it's owned by that company. So.
It's still either way. It's like that's still something
still
you
better.
wanted, right? So
Yeah.
that's a bonus.
Hey, no,
Yeah. So
No.
yeah, blueberries are not good for cats.
poisonous. No, can't do that.
Idiots.
We're also joined by 4 cats.
What are all the cats' names?
So that one, the gray one, is Sweet Pea.
Sweet
That's our eldest currently.
Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next oldest is Umbreon, the one that Erich is sitting in front of.
Which is mine.
Okay.
Umbreon. Okay.
Yeah, Umbreon. Then Temmie from
Temmie.
like Undertale.
Yeah.
And that one is Athena, but she responds to Bebo.
Athena Bebo.
Bebo!
That one
Okay.
seems cracked out.
She is. She's the smallest and the youngest.
With the biggest eyes.
Mhm.
I was saying earlier, cats have humongous eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I
Came
work,
straight out of Kingdom Hearts, did you?
so I work for a chip company now. So it's the same job, just a lot lighter, easier on the back. Yeah.
That's good, man. Like, I was gonna bring up work today too. Like, oh my god, freaking. Have you ever gotten accused of something you haven't done?
Yeah,
Always. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I whoopsie daisy.
multiple times.
Jesus.
So we're gonna cut that.
I don't know. I was saying to Erich during the car ride here. I'm like, I don't know if I can say this story.
Yep.
But essentially, I got accused for something that I didn't do.
Okay.
Stealing.
No,
Well,
it was.
He
It had to.
he did do that.
It had to do with
What I said before.
No, not
Stealing?
stealing.
Oh, the other thing? Yeah. The other thing that's not in the podcast? Absolutely. Shake those before you drink them, because they've been
shake
sitting. Not sitting, but I made them so the powder is fully dissolved. I made them on today is Tuesday. I made them on Sunday.
Sunday?
I find they're less burn tasty.
Oh, because you have to little powder?
You feel all the powder, so it's a lot more diluted and tastes better. Okay. More like juice instead of like you're drinking powder.
What if I like drinking powder?
Well, I guess you can finish that and they'll make you a new one.
I'll be so energized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Energized on G Fuel.
I got my G Fuel. I'm so happy about it. Took a while. They had a buy one get one deal, so I got another tub of the Monster Hunter because I really like the Monster Hunter flavor.
Okay.
And then I got the free Nuka-Cola one.
G Fuel sponsor this.
I would love for them to sponsor us. Oh my god! Last episode.
Just have to buy a bunch.
Technically, yeah. Like in the States, you can just buy it and then sign up for this thing where you just upload on TikTok and then G Fuel pays you for every view that you get. But I'm pretty sure it's the U.S. only. Eric's adjusting his chair. That's the squeaking.
I'll keep it like that.
Eric, if you want, we can move these and you can sit on the couch with us. We can get nice and cozy.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
I got my feetsies
Yeah.
right where I want them.
Nice tootsies.
Spider-Man Tootsies.
Right next to the microphone. Ooh, that's
cracking
Tootsie click.
Cracking.
You can see that. You can see
Tootsie.
it's just a straight line on the microphone on the audio.
Yeah.
The gain is really up on the microphone, so any sound on the table is gonna translate to the microphone really, really loud.
I guess we'll just deal with it.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like, I
Don't
did
pull
it
the
in the last episode where I was, like, knocking on the car window. I was actually knocking on the table, and it was cut out everything.
Yeah, what was I saying?
Josh, you were accused of something.
Yeah, okay, so during December, during all the Christmas season, apparently frickin' one of the... I guess she was an assistant manager, I guess.
Okay.
Apparently she saw me do something with no evidence. The only evidence of it was her word.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
The word that she's making up, considering you said you didn't do it.
Yes, and
Okay.
she's trying to explain it to me, like, oh, we saw you do this deed or whatever.
Are you
And
joking
I'm looking at no.
Hmm.
So what the thing is, you can cut up the numbers if you want.
Robin, feel free to join the podcast, considering you're just listening now. Robin's our producer.
Robin's producer Robin. Hello. Oh, she's got red hair. Nice.
Yeah,
I told
red
you.
and short.
So I it was something to do with like, oh, okay, you because like what I like to do normally, like if customers ask like, hey, can you exchange this 20 for 4 5s, so that way I'm like, okay, I can do that. Apparently they accused me of doing that, but the money was missing, and it was $600.
Ooh. Josh, why'd you steal $600 from your current job?
I did not.
I don't know, you gave me $600 the other day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, don't tell them. Okay, don't tell them.
Hold this and don't tell me.
Yeah.
No, Josh is a good boy. He never does anything.
No, like, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like giving her like the what face? Like, I don't recall anything you're talking about. So then she's like, "Oh, okay. We don't blame you, even though you're 100% blaming me."
Yeah.
And then after that conversation, she's like, "Oh, I get. Okay, well, I guess we're done this conversation, so we'll just get you to sign something." And they haven't come up to me to sign anything yet.
That's all right. Weird.
So I'm like, if they come up, I'm not signing shit. I didn't do nothing. So that's basically my work right now.
Sorry, Eric is playing with the cat. It's very
Stop.
distracting.
Trying to give a cat a blueberry.
He's not trying to. He takes it away, but you can just see that Umbreon is like, give.
Oh.
You even got Athena's attention over here.
I guess another thing is freaking they've added ever since after Christmas. They added so many dumb policies.
I've heard
Dumb.
McDonald's is kind of like really cracking down on theft. So that's their
Those
main-
bastards.
Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Just let us steal from you.
Right?
I get it, but we're also taught to not do anything about it.
Yeah, no, I know. That was the rule at like Best Buy too. When I was working there, they were like, so don't let people steal, but if they do, don't chase them. Don't touch them.
So yeah, it's like
Just say
no matter
goodbye.
no matter what, it's
Open door,
contradictory,
door.
right? So it's
Yeah.
like, okay. So okay, imagine a Sunday.
Whoopsie daisy.
So Sunday we and they made self checkout because I've been in self checkout for quite a while now.
The promotion.
Is it?
Do you prefer self checkout versus regular checkout?
I do. I did.
Less work, right? Like, you don't have to actually do
Oh,
anything. You just kind of
yeah.
like make sure, or just stand there, talk,
Pretty-
and make sure nobody's
pretty-
like blatantly, obviously stealing.
Pretty much. But they made it a lot dumber in my opinion because like, okay, imagine a busy day.
Mm.
They only have. Normally, they have 2 people in self checkout to sort of like, run the place, right? Right, nice one.
Thanks. Eric threw a blueberry in my mouth from across the room.
And like, what the thing now is 1 person, 4 tills.
Oh,
Yeah.
so now like, okay.
So-
the entire like self checkout now that's like 10 tills.
It's like
You need to
8
have-
tills.
Oh, 8 tills. So you
8
need to have
tills.
2 people on each side.
Yeah, but they're never all on.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
probably why.
Right? They're never all on now because there's only 2 to 3 people in there, right? Because they don't want to pay more people to come in and work self checkout.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, now we got to deal with customers that don't want to have to deal with, like, oh my god, like we were waiting in the line and now we're waiting in another line to freaking
yeah.
pay. It's like, oh, it was so annoying. And it is still annoying, and now I got to deal with it. But that's pretty much it. Just, being accused of something you didn't do and having work be shit and dumb and stupid. But yeah, that's my work right now.
Working sucks.
Working
It
blows.
would be great if this blew up and we could just do this for a living. Whew. It would be great.
Or maybe eventually
That would be nice.
with G Fuel.
You haven't even tried it.
That's true.
I will open it right
Shake
now.
it. Shake it first.
I did shake it.
No, I can see it at the bottom.
Like,
No,
shake it.
shake.
Like, Josh, like, I'm talking vigorous.
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 Vigorous. Level vigor.
I want that bottle to come.
Make
What?
It's not a soda. It's a juice. So
Okay.
it's not gonna like explode on you. No, I'm just kidding. Even though it's in a soda bottle, the Nuka-Cola Quantum in a Nuka-Cola Quantum bottle.
It is radioactive, though.
Yeah, you're going to die.
All right.
You just got plus 25 rads. So
Oh, that's okay.
if you don't like it,
What if
I won't be offended.
what if I get empowered by Raz?
Well,
That's my Fallout build.
I'm proud of you.
Which flavor is this one?
That one's
Blue.
Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's like a... They described it as tropical berry, but to me
Tropical
it tastes more pina colada-y.
Okay.
Like, kind of coconut-y, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's
Eric's
good.
peach,
Peach.
which is the Naruto Sage Mode flavor.
Yeah, boy. Dry as dead.
You're
You
gonna
didn't like
you're gonna be the next Hokage.
No,
after you
he
drink
liked
that
it,
one.
but there's supposedly traces of lead in it. That's not true. It's not. So I looked it up because Eric gave me the Naruto one because it says on the jug, like all of them, says may contain traces of lead.
Yeah.
So I
It's like
looked
the
it
old
up.
days.
It's because in California, anything that is made in California, they have to put that because
There's lead in it.
there's lead in California.
Yeah.
Like a lot of lead in California. So even if
Just like in the atmosphere or something, or like
just in general, like in the
just-
ground and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So anything that is made in California, they say may contain traces of lead. And I looked it up, and it says the amount of lead that is in that, like that is supposedly in that,
yeah.
you would need to drink like 3 tubs in a day
Yeah.
for it to consider being lead poisoning.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
even then, it's not deadly.
All right. So it's
you're-
like
you're safe.
You could say it's like a 0.1%.
It's like it's 0.0001.
Or like a point- yeah, it's like very
so
minuscule.
it's so
Yeah.
minuscule that it doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm drinking a Monster Hunter Mega Potion.
Monster Hunter Mega Potion. That's why it's green.
That's why it's green. It's my
I like
favorite.
it.
I love it so much. I wanted to get like a nice Monster Hunter looking cup for it. Something for that.
Let me try your pina colada.
Got it? penis colada.
The drink itself is blue, but the bottle is also blue. So
Yeah, it's blueception. Okay.
I don't know what pina colada tastes like.
pineapple, coconut.
I don't like coconut.
Well, do you
God
like
damn it, Josh!
There's no. I don't think it is pina colada, but you know,
All I know is it tastes good.
I like it. I like them.
Thank you, Cameron.
You're welcome. So I recently, actually last night, I beat the original Dead Space.
Nice.
I hadn't played it ever. I've played Dead Space 2 in the past.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
so I was like, you know what? The new Dead Space is coming out. I remember how I was streaming Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
And
How did that go, by the way?
I haven't streamed in a while.
You're like, no.
I haven't streamed in a while. But I was like, oh, man, I want to play this fucking game. So I finally beat it. I beat Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. It was so good. And
Okay.
they set it up at the end for like a sequel or a DLC. I won't spoil it, but
Yeah.
it was really, really good.
Okay.
Um,
That's interesting to hear because the contrast from what the internet says is like...
The reviews I know were really bad, and that was just because, in my opinion, it was because of the frame rate issues.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
I noticed, like, I was playing on the Series X,
Yeah.
and I didn't have any issues when it came to stuttering because I know that was a PC port issue.
Yeah.
But I did notice it seemed to be running at like 30 FPS,
Okay.
which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Erich isn't tech savvy.
That's bad.
That's bad. Most games nowadays run at 60, and it makes
That's
everything
double.
makes everything look really smooth. So you can see kind of like the frame rate
No
change.
pointy.
No.
No old Laura Croft freaking pointy tits.
So yeah, I beat that. I enjoyed it. I liked the story. I thought it was
Okay.
really good. I thought I'm not huge into horror games,
Yeah, same.
so I wasn't like when I was streaming it. I could only play for like 2-3 hours at a time because like I'd know like all right, my heart is pounding now. It's time to stop.
Like I'm like, yeah. No, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Like, because I already Kevin was already like, yo, Josh, you gotta play Dead Space Remake. I'm like, oh god.
All right, I'm gonna hold
Like
that. This is
I'm
not
okay with that.
audible.
I also want to hop into the Resident Evil series when I'm like all right, I'm gonna freaking hunker down. We're gonna do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Probably start with RE4 because that's more so what Dead Space is in line with.
Yeah, kind of thing where like uptight,
Yeah,
like.
Dead Space is just scarier.
It can be. Yeah, there's a lot more. So going from Callisto Protocol to Dead Space,
Yeah,
man, they did horror differently. So in Dead Space, at least the original one, there was a lot more jump scares. But like there were jump scares in both. But
Yeah.
in Dead Space, they had like the musical score, like the build up and everything. So like.
yeah. Also,
Maybe they had it in
you're walking
Callisto
around the
Protocol?
corner and it's like you
You can hear like.
yeah, you're like, oh
Right?
fuck. So just get ready for this shit.
I can't off the top of my head remember if Callisto Protocol had that. And I
Yeah.
think that's a statement saying like maybe it did, but it was so subtle that it wasn't noticeable. Like it wasn't like maybe it was so subtle that like yes, in your subconscious you know something is about to happen, but like it wasn't so blatantly obvious that it lost
Yeah.
all of its like
Tension.
exactly
Yeah.
right. So I beat it, the original, and I figured I'd gonna play the original 3 before getting the new one.
Getting the remake?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I know that like I watched videos on Dead Space. So like yeah, the
Josh
first.
already saw this, but I'm gonna show it to you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm cold. I'm genuinely putting
Yeah,
on a
no worries.
sweater.
You're cold?
Yeah, it's cold in here. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, what was I saying? Oh right, I watched videos on the original 3 Dead Space games, and like yeah, the first one was amazing.
My uncle got it for me.
The second game was better, arguably.
What, in Dead Space?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't remember if the reason I got Dead Space 2 was because it had a multiplayer, not like a co-op, but like a multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I had friends who were playing it at the time.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, let's get it and play it. So I skipped over the first one.
Yeah.
And then I played the campaign of the second one, and I beat it, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then Dead Space 3 came out, and I just didn't have friends that wanted to do co-op.
Yeah.
So I never got it and never played it. But
Yeah.
now they're all free on Game Pass. So I was like,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I'll try them and play them.
I remember hearing 3 was not as good as
Yes,
1
I think
and 2. So it's
people have been saying that 3 is the reason why Dead Space kind of went under.
Yeah.
Was because it was just so different.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing. It was just done poorly.
Yeah. And like, I think it was around the same time where like
Horror was kind of dying off.
horror was dying off, and Resident Evil 5, like, because Resident Evil is still like a huge name in that genre, right?
Yeah.
So like, when EA tried to I guess it's not really copying them. It's just like taking an idea,
Just their own kind of thing.
their own co-op mode basically, because RE5 was the co-op game,
yeah.
right? I think just what they were trying to do with 3, I guess, failed,
Mm-hmm.
or it wasn't received well. So just like,
Yeah, it was very much like, apparently like they had like a whole crafting system, and like co-op was weird. And
yeah,
it wasn't necessarily bad, but it didn't seem like Dead Space. I think that was the main issue, because like Dead Space was, even like the first and second one were both like tight corridors, like long hallways, a lot of jump scares.
scary shit.
The only time you were in a big open room, it was either really dark and a boss room,
Yeah.
or like just like completely safe because you knew it was a safe room and you had cleared it out already.
Yeah,
Apparently in Dead Space 3 it's like more open, not as
Mhm.
like confined.
yeah.
Because
And
it takes
all
place
the
outside.
all the difficulty apparently was designed for 2 people to be going through it.
Yeah, so
So that's probably another thing too.
it didn't like scale.
It didn't scale properly.
Yeah, so like if you decided to play it on single player, it was very hard.
Yeah.
But I've got it downloaded, and I intend on playing it. So Josh, if you want to join me, I would absolutely love the company. It's on,
yeah.
It's on Game Pass.
Okay.
You have, I think, PC Game Pass.
I have
don't you?
PC Game Pass.
Yeah, so it's on there. So I would love company.
You just don't want it to be hard.
Yeah, that's the... Yeah.
You mean like what? Dead Space 3? Or,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Dead Space 3, yeah.
All right. I played RE5 with Jeff, so I
Yeah.
can play Dead Space 3 with you. I guess.
Well, I gotta beat 2 again. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm going through.
Well, the big and main thing I like is Isaac doing the freaking.
Have you seen in the remake they changed it? So
what?
in the original, Isaac didn't talk at all.
Yeah.
The original Dead Space, he didn't have like a single voice line.
Yeah.
The only voice line he had was when he stomped, he would go, "Ugh!" Right? So, or like just like grunts, stuff like that in general.
Yeah.
She does this all the time. This is her favorite thing. Like anytime someone's wearing a sweater, she'll jump up on their lap and she start playing with the strings. So in the remake, Isaac has lines now. He's an actual, fully fledged, voiced out character.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the original voice actor, because in the second game he
had a
has
voice. Yeah.
In the second and on, he had a voice. It was just the original he didn't have one.
Yeah. Do you? Oh, I get. Oh wait, I guess you haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll ask him next time. Then.
So when
You trying to get that string, Mrs. Kitty?
So they added voice lines. They made the stomping a lot better in the remake.
Yeah.
So in the first one, it's very clunky. It's very slow. It's like stomp,
That's the best part.
stomp, stomp.
Every time.
In the new one, you can stomp a lot faster. You can like stomp, 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 and you alternate between feet, and you're like walking.
Oh, like a
And
dance.
exactly.
Like a day.
And Isaac gets progressively more and more pissed off. So it starts with fuck you, piece of shit, and it's just he gets angrier and angrier, and it's so funny to watch, and it just makes things. It would make things like Robin and I have been watching Markiplier play it because I know the story already.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like.
And it's also a remake of the first game, so you're gonna.
Yeah, and I just beat the first game
Yeah.
anyway. So like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, spoilers. I'm just kind of watching it because like just to watch like the comparisons and stuff like that. There's a lot different.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching him like stomp it seems so much more satisfying just because he gets so angry. Just because you can, like, you fight this one enemy and it pisses you off so much. Now you can make Isaac pissed off. Yeah. But, yeah, I really liked, like, Callisto Protocol and Dead Space, and they're made by the same people.
Yeah.
My favorite part about that game is how there's barely any HUD. Like, your health bar is on your neck or down your spine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I loved it. Minimal HUD. It was great.
Is
Eric,
that the one where people crawl through the tunnel?
Crawl through the tunnel.
Or the
Maybe.
fence or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw like a clip of like some guy blocked off a room
Yeah.
to a bunch of things.
Okay.
And he was like laughing like, haha, idiots. And then all of a sudden like he shoots one
Mm-hmm.
and they get mad but they can't get to him.
Okay.
And he just sees one crawl through a vent. And he's like, oh no. Oh no. And then he's like in a room by himself
Yeah.
and he just hears noises in the vent. He's like, no. And then like one pops out of the vent and they all just start coming.
It might be the same game. I don't know if, like, I'm assuming you were watching someone play it.
Yeah.
Or just like a clip or whatever. I haven't seen the clip, but from what I can tell, probably it's the same game. But yeah, it's like one of my favorite things when they try to make a minimal HUD, but they also incorporate it into the game.
Yeah.
It's great.
Having it be on the back is like, yeah, that's cool. And then like when you whip out like the guns,
Then you can like see your
and it's like ammo, and it's like, oh wow, this is a great way to show just as much as the player needs, right?
Yeah.
While keeping it immersive.
So Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Jet Set
Hi-Fi
Radio
Rush.
2, Hi-Fi Rush, whatever.
Jet Set Radio.
Very fun. Very funny. It's a comedy game. Eric, I would recommend playing it. Both of you.
Okay.
It's got JoJo references in it. A lot of them.
Don't watch JoJo.
I don't watch JoJo either. But I can appreciate a good JoJo reference.
I've seen up to a certain point. I think it was like the beginning of Jotaro stuff.
Okay. I sent a clip to the group chat from Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it on the show or whatever, but I will show it to you after.
Yeah.
And man, there's so many like comedic moments in that game. It's so funny. I was like dying to myself the whole fucking time. It was good. And it's relatively hard. Like I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And
You're playing on the hardest. Are you playing on the hardest difficulty now?
Now,
because
yeah.
There's stuff to do.
Yeah.
afterwards.
When I played before, I was playing on medium.
Medium.
So
Okay.
It's the easy, medium, hard, and then
Be
rhythm
cool.
master.
Yeah.
So.
And when you enjoy a game that much, I think it's a good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Playing it again, so much fun. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff to it. At the end of the game, you can like customize your character, so it gives you more incentive to play again.
Oh, like costumes.
Yeah, costumes
Yeah.
and stuff, and like throughout the entire game, there's rooms that you can't access until you unlock certain characters. So you have to go back.
Oh,
and,
okay. Yeah, that's cool.
stuff.
That's cool.
It's really cool. The achievements are really funny. There's one like where you're in your home base and you like sit down, and you can like there's like the option menu like all right, continue. Your character's name is Chai, like the tea.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the characters are. I'm pretty sure all the main characters are named after types of teas. So
That's-
we got like chai and peppermint
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Green?
No, there's no green.
Oh, what?
Right?
There's black.
There's not black.
Damn.
Whoa.
So like Chai sits down, and you have like two options, like Chai's thoughts, where he just kind of talks to himself, and then like talk to 808, which is the robot cat. And so like you talk to 808, and it jumps up on your lap, and you start petting it, and then you get an achievement saying, "Oh my God, you can pet the cat!" that's the name of the achievement. It's they're all like it's really
like,
funny. It doesn't take itself seriously.
That's like, is that self-aware? Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
self-awareness.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, literally every gamer is like, yo, let me pet the dog, dude. Well, let me pet the cat.
There's one
But there's
point-
just an achievement called you can pet the cat.
Yes, you can
That's
pet the
freaking
cat,
awesome.
yeah. There's one point in the game where it was on the mission that I was on currently when you guys came over.
Yeah.
Where Peppermint is like your kind of guy in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So she's teaching you like, okay, this is how you use this ability, blah blah blah. And Chai goes, "Oh my God, stop! You sound like a video game tutorial." It's just there's a lot of good stuff in there.
All right.
Good moments, very funny moments. I found myself recording like clip after clip of that game because I'm like, I want to show someone.
It's good.
I want.
Yeah.
It's so good. So if anyone has Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass, I would highly recommend Hi-Fi Rush. I'm pretty sure it's an Xbox exclusive, but I could be wrong. But yeah, very good game.
I think I remember seeing it on Steam.
Okay, so it might just be not PlayStation or not PlayStation yet.
Because
I did look it up on PlayStation, but
it wasn't there.
Again, I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's all good. Just I'm like I think I remember seeing it on Steam, but I'm like I don't know. I was looking for RPG games.
Yeah. No, I would highly recommend it.
I'm going through. I think you talked about it. I think I'm going through Neo 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I did start it. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my notes here so I can talk about other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Neo 2.
Neo. It's like a Dark Souls game. It's like, kind of like Dark Souls, but not really.
You find it hard?
Yes and no. There are some hard parts.
Yeah.
But then I realized, I'm probably not supposed to be here yet.
Yeah.
Or they don't intend me on fighting this thing.
No, like I've been going through like as much of the missions as I can, and it's like you get to the main story ones, and it's like
those are easy.
No. I'll just say, like, just as a first impressions, I like fighting other dudes. Yeah. I don't like fighting the yokai.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you mean.
It's like their movements are like sporadic, and it's like they're hard to read.
And you have to like dispel that like aura and stuff like that. So it's just another like thing you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It can be a pain. I haven't played it in a while, just because I'm busy with other stuff.
Yeah.
Not losing my job, quitting my job, getting a new job, and waiting for my
trying
new
to
job
figure
to
out what the heck happened with your job. No, I get it. It's all good.
And then I've just been playing other stuff.
Yeah. You know, like I'm having fun with it, and then I'm like, oh frick, I got a yokai section I gotta go through. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fighting like regular people though, I was like, okay, this is cool.
Yep.
And I think I like the stances.
I don't know how I feel about it, but
I'd rather just have one moveset.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but at the same time, I was just coming off of Ghost of Tsushima at the time, so it was like, oh wow, this game has stances too. So.
Yeah, and then like so Ghost of Tsushima, and then also like I finished the Strangers of Paradise final DLC.
Yeah,
that didn't take long at all actually. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give Neo 2 a try because I remember going through the demo. And I didn't spend a long time on that demo because I'm like, this game's so fucking hard. What the fuck? And then I'm like, I played through Strangers of Paradise, did all the DLC for it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me try again. And I am enjoying myself this time now. But yeah, I think I just got to get good, deal with the yokai, deal with the other shit. But
it can be a pain.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have any talking points that you want to bring up? Anything to talk about?
I'm just trying to do what Michael from Rooster Teeth did with the cat.
Trying to finger the cat? Oh, that's Gavin. Sorry.
Was that Gavin? Oh.
Gavin fingered the cat.
Yeah, no, Michael just shoved the pencil
what?
in its vagina.
Why?
What?
They're all fixed, so she's not gonna get horny. So, all right, let me pull up some stuff. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of stuff. Robin and I, Robin lost all her progress on Animal Crossing. 360 hours. So she got the new OLED Switch. I brought it up last episode.
That sucks.
And Animal Crossing, the way the save backups, it doesn't back up to the actual Switch account. So you know how like most games on the Switch, you can go, you press like X, and it gives you a menu, and you can go back up my save.
Yeah, like literally. Why?
So
why is Animal Crossing and Pokemon not a part of that freaking list?
So
that's so stupid.
Animal Crossing doesn't do that, but you can back up the save, but you have to do it from the start menu in the game. So you launch the game, and before you press like start to play, it's like you can press X here, and there's a bunch of other options. This is where you would like delete your town, rename it, start as another character in that same town, or you can back up your save.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was the case. So Robin took her SD card out of her old Switch Lite and
Yeah.
put it in the
OLED.
new OLED.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay, did you want to transfer all your data from your other Switch? And she was like, yeah. So it was like, cool, we're going to do that and delete all the other data because you don't need it on the Switch. We're going to bring it over because the Switch...
It didn't bring it over?
It brought everything except Animal Crossing because it tries to take it from the cloud, not
That's...
Animal Crossing itself.
But the save is in the system.
Yeah. So...
Why didn't it bring it over?
I don't know. But the worst part is...
Nintendo, what?
The worst part is because Nintendo is like, you're only supposed to own one Switch. You have to...
What?
It's fucking stupid.
Those fucking...
Whoopsie daisy.
Okay, well, censor that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whoopsie daisy. So...
Okay, now.
So because Nintendo is like, you're only allowed to have one Switch, it's like, alright, we're going to bring everything over and delete all the data on your old Switch.
Yeah.
Because there's a workaround to some stuff, like being able to have multiple accounts on multiple Switches. So like my account is on my Switch, Robin's Switch, and my brother's Switch.
Yeah.
And his Switch is my main Switch, so he can play all my games, and it's a whole convoluted mess.
Yeah.
And every time I launch a game on my Switch, I have to be connected to the internet so it knows that, oh, you own this game.
Yeah.
It's
the same thing with because me and my brother have a Switch.
Yeah.
And when we buy games, it's on my account.
Yeah.
So my main account is on his Switch.
Yeah. And then you just play on.
And then I play on mine, right?
Yeah. With Xbox, it's different. Like I have Erich's account on my Xbox.
I still don't know how the fuck that works. Like I have Tyler's account and Colton's and yours, but I don't know how the fuck that works.
So.
You guys just sharing games? Or
I don't know.
You just have each other's accounts.
Robin's Xbox
Yeah.
is Eric's home Xbox.
Okay.
So that I own all of Eric's games and I can play anything that Eric owns.
And then my Xbox is Tyler's home Xbox,
Yeah.
so that I can...
So you can play any of Tyler's games. Yeah, exactly. Because you got...
You guys got a
get?
system going at least. But
I got NHL.
Jesus.
No. There was something else that I wanted to play. Elden Ring. You bought Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So, because I have it for PC.
Yeah.
And then Eric got it for Xbox. And I was like, oh, is it cross-compatible? And it wasn't. So I
No.
was like, give me your account so we can just both play Elden Ring.
No.
And we never did.
We did once.
Did we?
We did once. And then I just continued playing without you.
Yeah.
The fuck is that, man?
Yeah, you stopped playing.
Yeah.
Hey, I still have the account, so you want to play
I think it got to a point where, because I was playing that game, just fucked. So I didn't know what I was doing.
That's a FromSoft game for you though.
Yeah, I got so far, I think, not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, where am I? What am I doing?
That
to-
sounds about right.
You need to be into really exploring or listening to stories.
I was.
You gotta.
I was just getting
The
things.
story is so convoluted; it's hard to listen to.
Yeah,
I understand.
The story.
Or you need to have someone that knows what they're doing to follow.
Yeah. The thing with if you're trying to listen to a story from FromSoft,
Mhm.
I feel like it's easier to do
everywhere.
that with an outside source.
Mhm.
Like have body in the freaking back, just
Yeah, just like someone making people have made YouTube videos explaining the lore, and right, but
it's
You
all in the
think-
game though.
you think it's nothing, but you think, okay, I'll just play the game and I'll get the lore. No, when it comes to Souls games, you have to read item descriptions
item
during
descriptions.
the loading screens.
Yeah.
So there's loading screens. There's Pebble, and then it'll teach you about the Pebble, and then it'll have some random convoluted piece of lore about the game. And it's
so George R. R. Martin wrote this thing under the pebble.
Yeah.
You're
so it's
why?
so confusing when it comes to FromSoft games.
And,
They're just
Don't pay attention.
which is just
that's what I do.
it's cool. It's cool, but I can't read, so I don't give a shit.
I'm playing on a PS5. You think I have time to read loading screens? Oh man. Anyway, so Robin lost her save, and then we put the SD card back in her old Switch to see if we could salvage it.
Yeah.
It's completely gone.
Yeah.
So she lost
Well, that's-
360 hours.
That's
and-
oh my! I hate that.
so now she's doing she restarted essentially. So every Sunday she's buying turnips, and now I'm back in Animal Crossing because she's like, hey, what are your turnip prices? And I'm like, I don't know. So now I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's fine. Animal Crossing is a game you can just
It
hop
is.
into and
It is.
just have a good time with it. But not when you freaking lose. There's a goddamn save.
Yeah.
Like what? Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. It happens.
What else? What else are you playing?
What's I playing? I have started Final Fantasy VII again.
Ugh.
The
Nice.
remake. I've gotten
Nice.
farther. I got farther than I was before. Before I finished the opening mission
Yeah.
and then got to town, and I was like, cool.
All right. I'm done.
I'm done for now. And then I wanted to play something else, and I installed it.
Yeah.
Okay. But now I'm much farther, and it's on my PlayStation, so I have the option to continue playing it. I haven't. Again, I've been busy. I've been playing a lot of Genshin lately.
Yeah, I saw you on.
Robin.
I'm like, oh no.
I got Robin
Back
playing
on
Genshin
again.
Why are
Robin,
you playing Genshin?
Hmm?
Why are you playing Genshin
I got
again?
Robin playing Genshin.
Why?
I don't know. She liked Breath of the Wild, so I was like, you know what? This is like Breath of the Wild, but with anime girls. And she's like,
Okay.
I like anime girls.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine.
So-
That's good.
So she's been playing it, and man, Eric doesn't. You don't know how Genshin works in terms.
Yeah, I play
You
Genshin.
play Genshin?
Yeah, with like the elements and shit. You
Yeah,
combine them, yeah.
So have you?
I played the fuck out of Genshin before.
Have you like leveled up your world?
I don't remember that shit.
All right.
It was like when it first came out. Me and
Oh,
Connor
okay.
were ripping that.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's world levels now. So you get to like rank 25, and then you have to upgrade your world level to get higher. I'm at world level 5, and every time you upgrade your world level, enemies get harder.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, fucking 100 Prima Gems, upgrade my world. I don't give a shit. I'm at the point where things are so hard, and I am so under-leveled that I can barely play. So it's like, hey, you need to kill this thing to level up this character, but killing this thing involves this character being stronger. And I'm like, so
Yikes.
having Robin at world level 1, and I can just go over to her game and help her kill shit, and I'm super overpowered, and
Yeah.
I'm helping her, and she's helping me. Oh man, so much easier now. I've like ascended like 10 characters in the last week. It's
There you go.
so fun.
There you go.
So I'm getting up there again. Mona, that's the girl I always play as. Oh,
Okay.
I fucking love Mona. I've made
She's
her
the, like mage or whatever, right?
yeah, she's
Yeah.
the water mage. Oh, she's so powerful now. Her crit rate is insane for me. Like I've made it so that like, so her thing is like she can just attack really fast. Like all the mages can just like you can just spam the attack button, right?
Yeah.
And every like third attack she does like 1,000 damage.
Oh.
So it's like a huge chunk out of like enemies. It's very helpful. Anyway, yeah, I'm playing a lot of Genshin.
All right. There you go. Yeah, other than Neo 2, it's been Yakuza 0 modded, which I've been streaming.
Yeah, you've been playing that a lot.
Yeah. I don't know, I've just been like that's my stream game. That's how I've been like doing it.
That's fair.
I haven't been doing like because what I believe streamers normally do is they just turn it on
Mm-hmm.
and then like they chat a bit, and then like they start playing their game, but it's never just one game. It's like
Yeah,
they
go
do a
through bunch
couple
of
here or
games,
there, right?
yeah.
And I was sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
I was
You
trying
were
to.
talking.
I was explaining to someone new in chat
Mhm.
that I have like a YouTuber brain,
Okay. You want to start
and I'm
finish
just
it,
like I want to stream one game,
I get it.
right?
There's been a lot of YouTubers that have been doing it lately. Like I mentioned earlier, like Robin and I have been watching Markiplier play Dead Space.
Yeah.
But he used to be really like okay, I'll start a game and finish it
Yeah.
in the span of like 2 weeks, and I'll upload it, whatever.
Yeah.
Nowadays he's very much like, all right, I'm gonna start a game, put out 2 episodes, take a break, put out some other shit, and then 6 weeks later I'll come back to that other game. And I'm like, bro, I just want to watch you play this game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Literally, like I have someone I watch that's like that too. It's like his name's Nico B.
Okay.
He currently has 3 playthroughs happening right now.
Mhm.
2 of them I don't care about. One I do.
Yeah, I don't mind when
And he's like, he uploads that every other third day, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
fucking goddamn. I want to watch Yakuza 3, man. Or 4. Come on.
I don't mind when a YouTuber like does multiple games, but like stay on those games. Like have a schedule, do it. Don't just be
Yeah.
like, all right, on the day that this game's supposed to come out, I'm gonna just do
Something else.
3 scary games
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's just some random shit, and it's like, okay, but do both if you're gonna do that or whatever.
No.
But like whatever, you gotta make money and you gotta keep yourself from getting burnt out. I understand.
I'm honestly starting to feel that with
Feeling burnt out with
Yakuza,
streaming.
which was with Yakuza 0, because like I was Kiryu for the longest time, and then I'm like, you know what, I wanna do this last freaking thing before because I'm on the next chapter I switched to the other character.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, let me do this last stream. I did the Pocket Circuit Stadium.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, after I'm done like some of this, I'll switch to Majima, because like I'm starting to get bored of Kiryu.
That's fair.
Even though I freaking love Kiryu, he's funny, and Majima is also the same thing. So I'm like, you know what, I want to switch over to playing as Majima for a bit. So then I did that, and I'm like, I do want to do all the side quests, but I also don't want to freaking be here for 10 years as Kiryu doing right. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of what happened.
The issue I've got with streaming is like, I don't know, I get into these moods where I want to stream, and then I just fall out of them so quickly.
Yeah.
And like, I try to make myself to stop myself from doing that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream a game that I've been dying to play.
Yeah.
So that I be like, okay, I'm gonna play it, and I can't not play it on stream because I started it on stream, which is what I did with Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, I don't feel like streaming, but now I can't play this game anymore. So
yeah.
I like a lot of the time I genuinely think about just like starting again, just so I can continue, and then going back and being like, I never played it. Oh my god! But I don't want to like fake react.
That doesn't sound real, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so,
oh man, what was the? It was Sonic Frontiers. When I did my stream of Sonic Frontiers, I wanted to keep playing afterwards, like when I was done the stream. Yep. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna not do any of the, like, there's
the
like
girl's gonna take your penis out.
Yeah.
Sorry?
The girl's gone. Take your penis out. Our producer's gone. We can say whatever we want now.
No. When I was playing off stream, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the, like, there's like friendship tokens you can get.
Yep.
And each one of them in the world has like a little obstacle course you got to go through to get it.
Yeah.
And then you spend those tokens to watch cutscenes for lore.
Yep.
Not like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save all of those events for the stream, and then when I get onto the stream, I'm gonna do those events, and then I'm gonna continue the story, and then I'm gonna do the supersonic boss fights. That's part of the game. And then I'm going to do the like cyberspace levels, like literally everything else, but those little obstacle course that you got to go through to get the tokens for the friendship stuff, right? So I'm like, and then I run into an issue where I'm like, oh shit, like I accidentally progressed, and I can't stream this game anymore because I'm.
You're past where you were.
Yeah.
So why you stopped?
Stop what?
Streaming it, or did you finish it?
No, I finished Sonic Frontiers on stream.
Oh.
I have come across games where I'm like, yeah, no, I want to keep playing it. Like, oh man, what? I'll have to pull it up. I'll have to pull it up.
While you're
guys,
pulling that up, if you decide to stream Hi-Fi Rush, there is a streamer mode because it uses like real music.
Okay.
They have like people that made like not made real music. They use real music. Like "Invaders Must Die" by The Prodigy is in it.
Yeah,
it's a good song. But like they have a streamer mode, so they have like a whole like royalty-free music section that you can use.
Yeah.
But again, like the whole game is based on a beat, right? So like they had to write the music for it. So if you are gonna stream it, it has a streamer mode. I haven't heard any of the streamer mode music, so I can't recommend either way.
Okay.
Streamer word music? Streamer word music?
Streamer word music?
Streamer word music?
No.
Like
streamer...
Paris?
Oh.
No. It's because like
I think it's
real
just, like,
songs get copyright strikes. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like they have the royalty free music. But I haven't heard any of it, so I don't know how good it is.
Did you see that shit with like is it GeForce?
GeForce?
Is that the computer thing?
Yeah. GeForce?
They have like a streamer thing, like with your webcam.
Okay.
Where like I don't know how it does because I'm stupid with tech.
Yeah.
But like, if you have your cam on
Mm-hmm.
and like you're streaming,
Yeah.
you can like be looking somewhere else, but it keeps like your eyes looking at the camera.
That's weird.
So like you can be looking here, but like in the video, you're still looking at the camera, like doing shit. So you can be
That's
like
so
reading a
weird.
script or something, but still look like you're.
That's so weird.
That's,
Yeah.
Huh.
And, like,
I guess it's
it-
just like a filter, right?
Mhm.
Or like memorized where your face was, and just
It's kind of like a
to
deep
keep
fake
you there.
thing too.
Yeah, I know there's like they've got this filter on TikTok where it's like keeps your eyes closed.
Mm.
So it looks so weird, like you just look like this, like your eyes are closed, but it doesn't matter how, like you can like open your eyes wide and your person like the
It's-
video
yeah, it's
just
all
like you
how's
like,
your
do
eyes
that. It's
Yeah,
like
but this
it's
is like
creepy.
if you just have G-force, you have it.
Mhm.
You can do it.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, like Nvidia. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh, Nvidia GeForce. I
Yeah.
didn't understand what you meant.
not the gerbil.
No, I knew that. I knew you were talking about that. I couldn't remember what GeForce was, but yes, I know what you mean now. Yeah, it's just because I barely use mine.
Yeah, because like I saw a video of a guy like explaining to it,
Mhm.
but in the video he's like looking at you and like talking to the camera,
Hmm.
but then like the screen cuts in half, and he's like, "I haven't been looking at the camera this entire time. I've been
That's-
reading my script."
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess it's so that like, yeah, if you're reading a script or like you're trying to like plug a product or whatever, you can
Yeah.
just be like, "Hey, I love this product," blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and meanwhile you're like, "I love this product."
And so many of the comments were like, "Where was this when I was in fucking online school
Oh
doing a
right.
project or something?"
Oh my god, that'd be
Doing
so
attention, it's
good.
like, yeah, but you're just looking straight at them.
Uh-huh.
Just pull the phone,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm doing this or whatever. Oh man,
right.
that'd be so good for that. But like, that would mess with so many things. Where it's like, oh, like when I did my smart serve, they do it online, right? So
Yeah.
you need to be in the room alone, not reading other computers,
What?
right?
Yeah.
Not
I
not
remember all those.
cheating.
Yeah.
So you need to be looking at the right thing. Oh my god, that's dangerous.
I mean, that's what I did with one, I was in like the not interview process, I guess the interview process of like my job.
Mm.
It's like you had to do an online interview and they
Yep.
like ask you questions about shit.
Mm.
In the middle of the interview, they asked me something, I'm like, and I just started Googling it. I was like, this is what I think. And they just kind of looked at each other, and I just went, and I still got it, so.
All right, that's.
I
At least did they like write it off like it's like a joke or something, or like they
I
just
don't know.
didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I got really worried because Tyler did the same thing.
Oh, I get.
So when he was done his interview, they told him like that was such a great, like good job, like you'll be moving on for sure, like you did great.
yeah.
And then Tyler's like, "What'd they say after yours?" I was like, "Nothing." They just said, "All right, have a good day."
Ooh,
And I was like, fuck."
yeah, I recently helped someone do that kind of stuff. Like they're not very literate when it comes to reading. Like they know all the stuff,
Mm.
right? So, but when it comes to doing tests and like stuff like that, no, it wasn't Robin. It was a friend of mine. I mean, I'll leave them anonymous because I mean it's super illegal.
Yeah.
What's legal? What I just said?
No, not that. Doing what I like.
Oh,
So recently, like they know all the stuff. It's just like we did the quiz like together, and like we did all the like the like it's an online course, like you know like
Yeah.
Witness and stuff like that, where you have to do the stuff and there's like mini tests in between and stuff like that.
Mm.
So they know all the stuff. I had them answer all the shit when they weren't being like recorded, but
Yeah.
at the time that they were being recorded, it's hard for them to read. So we set it up where it was like this kind of thing where they're on the laptop, the camera's looking at them, but their excuse was like, "Oh, I'm not great when it comes to like this screen is too small, so I'm using the TV," and I'm sitting in front of the TV pointing at the answers. And I'm like, "Make sure you keep your glasses off, so there's no reflection of me,"
Jeez.
and like. But like they know the stuff, so I wasn't concerned. It was just the fact that they're not good at reading.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tyler and I found out a cool loop because
Okay.
there's another fucking process we had to
Oh.
do, and it was like
Hang on a sec. Sorry, Josh. You want to see something funny with this cat? I've got there's cat toys crammed in the sides of the couch. So
Okay.
watch this. She's gonna come running. Even just with me, my hand down here. She's freaking out, but like,
What's going on?
because I've got like one of these like cat toys on a stick. You know, like the string.
Woo! What's that?
Oh, jeez.
Like a rocket.
Sorry, you were saying. Eric, you were
What?
saying. You were talking, right? Who was talking?
What
I
was I
cut
saying?
someone off.
I think Eric was talking.
About what?
Related to work? Don't
Oh,
remember.
yeah. We had to do like online tests like
Yeah.
that too. And Tyler and I found out because like they see your screen and shit, so you can't like open Google and shit.
Yeah.
But we found out they can't detect Discord. So Tyler and I were just on Discord, and Tyler went like 10 minutes before mine.
Yeah.
So I just like had our notes up,
Yeah.
and they'd ask him a question, and he would like say it back like, what do I think is the right way to do this? And I'd be like, yeah, it's this one. And he's like, this is what I think. I'm like, all right. And then he just went on the opposite end of Discord. While I had to do my test.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, I love
It was
that.
such a joke.
Online tests, man. Like, people, they're like, we're gonna do it the smartest way, so you can't get around it. But, like, it's so easy to get around.
Just get it.
So-
Just use Discord.
When my dad did his boating license, they're like, you can't have any other tabs open.
Mhm.
He had 2 computers.
Yeah.
So he's Googling everything on one computer and doing the tests on the other. But, like, he doesn't need to have, like, he's not on camera or anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, like, so funny. Love that kind of stuff. The only time I've ever had to do one, like, legit is when I got my Smart Serve. And it was because when I got it through, like, the unemployment center. So they were doing all this, like, stuff to, like, help you get jobs. And they paid for my Smart Serve and everything. And then
That's the same thing for me.
Yeah, they helped me study. And then they were like, okay, we're going to set you in a room with the laptop and you'll do it.
Yeah.
So that was the only time I've like legit done one of those tests that like had to be not recorded or had to be recorded or whatever.
Oh, that's some ninja grip
Damn,
teeth right there.
Jesus Christ!
Look at her face.
Yeah, I know she doesn't let go. All right, this is going away now. You broke it, bad girl. So Athena just broke the wooden cat toy. She had it in her mouth, and it just snapped while I was pulling on it. I'm just gonna deal with this wooden spike.
Silly
Nice.
pussy.
Ninja grip teeth. That's insane.
That's a tight puss.
Oh,
That's
yeah, a
strong.
tight puss.
Strong teeth.
Anyway, anything else to add? Last minute, while because we're like, I don't know, we still got like 4 or 5 minutes. We're just under an hour.
Just under an hour. Okay. Oh, not much. What was I talking about before we talked about Eric's thing? I think I was talking about like me like struggling with continuing a game off stream.
Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, I was talking about
So,
Sonic Frontiers, and then like I was like, oh okay, let me pull up another game that like I was doing this. It was Xenoblade 3.
Yes. Oh, okay. All right.
Xenoblade 3 was a game. I did finish it on stream,
Yeah.
but a lot of the stuff that I did was
Mhm.
off stream because it was like most of it was like non-voiced like side questing,
Oh yeah, that.
right?
I know what you mean. When the game becomes a visual novel, it's like it's hard for me to continue like
Yeah.
doing stuff without skipping through the dialogue. Like,
Kakarot has that too.
yeah.
Or like the main stuff is voice and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the side missions are just the guys going, what? Oh,
Vegeta.
with like all this. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the like, there's even some side questing in Xenoblade 3 that had voice, that were voiced,
Yeah.
and I should have freaking played those on stream, but I didn't because I wanted to unlock all the jobs. I did everything in that game.
I can't remember what I was
But-
playing. I think it was streaming it. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But there was. It might have been Persona.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was, and it, like Persona, like not all the lines are voiced, right?
Yeah,
A lot of them are, but there's some where they aren't.
yeah.
So, and like I was trying to like read everything Persona, and like I was giving everyone a voice,
Mhm.
and I was like trying to follow the story, and like maybe 2 hours into like my third or like my second session or whatever, I was like just skipping through some of the dialogue, and I was like, "Fuck, sorry," because it's just a habit. Like
You just
a lot of the time, like I don't care about this. I just
Yeah.
want to get through this.
like even with Yakuza 0,
Mhm.
right? Because none of the side stuff is voiced,
Yeah.
right? So I have to read it,
Mm-hmm.
and like reading a bunch of like reading it is like reading it and also trying to do a voice too, because I'm trying to like, okay, let me
Yeah.
put on my Kiryu voice to like portray that I'm trying to play as him, right?
Mhm.
And it's like
It's gone.
I have so much to read. Oh my god! Like
Mhm.
I just want to punch
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah. I know what you mean. That's another game like I got into, but at least I finished the first like Palace when I was streaming. I finished the first Palace on Persona
Yeah.
5 when on stream, and I just stopped playing it, stopped streaming it. I haven't played it either,
Yeah.
so like I can continue whenever. I
Yeah,
just
because
haven't
you have
done
the
it. Can we actually talk about? There's one thing that I fucking hate about the PS5. Hate it with a passion.
Go ahead.
I miss themes so much.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I was wondering, because like, I was,
Yeah.
even, you can't change the background either,
Nope.
right?
Nothing.
Because I was gonna fuck with Ren. I was playing Spider-Man, I took like a screenshot of that.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be the background. And then I found out you can't fucking change
Can't
it.
do it at all. I paid money for some of the themes I've got on PS4 that I
Can't-
fucking love.
can't
I've
use
got,
them anymore.
On my PS4, I've got a Persona 5 theme. So like you're in the main menu and you just hear the
I literally,
just the chill music. And
I
fucking
remember
loved it.
buying all of them.
Yeah, I fucking loved it, and I was like, "That's amazing." I could sit in my main menu and just jam out for like an hour
to
and not
Beneath the
fucking
Mask.
and just like completely fucking like lose myself. No, PS5, no themes.
No.
Fuck you. I put it in. I googled it. No intentions either. I was like, "You suck." Like
You get
that'd
a
be
very
so
nice
good.
controller, and that's it.
Yeah, you get a nice controller with some cool technical abilities that Josh immediately turned off.
I don't care about the active theme. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
And good graphics, but games get their own themes.
Yeah.
Like some games, and other games, fuck
But you have to be on the
You have to be on the
game.
game.
Yeah.
And even then, it's not like great. Like
A lot, like
it's so annoying.
even now, like I got the PS5 when it came out somehow.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm like the UI. Like, what the fuck were they thinking with the UI?
Yeah.
The user, like even like the home menu and stuff, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, what? It was
The
so
only-
simple on the PS4.
Yeah.
Even
where,
on
like,
the
just pops up on
PS3,
the
it was
bottom and
simple.
stuff. Like the home menu, or like pops up on the bottom, or like the desktop kind of thing.
Like both.
the home menu is so annoying. At least you can change it around.
Yeah.
Like it was just so clunky at the like where everything is. It's like, okay, switcher in the middle, profile way over here, off kind of like in the middle somewhere. And it's like, all right, no, put everything right here, so it's right at the beginning. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to turn off my game. Bam, 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 done. Like,
It's like, okay, so the main menu is like, okay, whatever.
Mhm.
Like that one sucks.
yeah,
But when I initially got it, I'm like, okay, do I press the button to get the main menu?
yeah.
Do I
you
hold the button
it,
to get the
yeah.
main menu?
Yeah, with the PS4, you pressed it and you were brought back to the desktop.
Yeah.
And you would hold it and it would bring out the side menu. With the PS5,
Which I like that side menu. That side menu was freaking awesome.
Oh, I loved that.
Yeah.
With the PS5, it's the opposite. You press it and it brings up the bottom. You
Yeah.
hold it, it brings you to the home.
And it's like, even to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how that works.
My
But
other biggest pet peeve about it is, you know how on Xbox you hold the Xbox controller and you can turn off the Xbox.
Yeah.
Hold it, menu pops up. On the PlayStation 4, it's kind of the same thing.
yeah,
If you were on the main menu, you could hold the button and the thing would come up and it would be like, "Do you want to turn off the PlayStation?" It's like the first thing.
PS5, you gotta go through you gotta press the button, go through the menu,
Yeah.
and then it pull up.
It doesn't matter if you're on the home menu or not. You have to like go through the bottom.
Really?
Menu. It's so annoying.
I've been a PlayStation guy since, I guess, technically PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had my PS3 for like 2 weeks, and Assassin's Creed broke it. And then I didn't have a PlayStation.
Oh god!
How did Assassin's
How
Creed
did
break?
it
I was
just like
like-
stab your PS?
Like, I had the
It's on
PS3.
the PS.
Just
I played Spider-Man
Okay.
yeah,
3,
yeah.
and then I got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I was like, alright, put the disc in. And then it just broke. It's like, we can't no longer can read discs. I was
Oh,
like,
did it
"Alright."
just like orange light on you? I guess.
That's
But
so
no, I didn't
weird.
play it. I put a disc, like, Assassin's Creed in,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, It
It
no
broke,
longer read
it
discs.
broke the laser.
Yeah.
That's so
I
weird.
was like, alright, guess I'm done with this.
You should have contacted PlayStation and been like, what the fuck?
I was like, however old I was when
No,
PS3 was out,
that's
so I was
fair,
like, I
that's
don't know.
fair.
Whatever.
Should have sued Assassin's Creed, sued
Yeah.
Ubisoft for breaking your
It's like,
PlayStation.
hey, you broke my PS3.
You think my mom's gonna buy me a new one? Have you met her?
She didn't get me this one. I found it on the street. I'm only allowed to play for 20 minutes a day.
And those 20 minutes were spent trying to fix the disc drive.
Now I'm grounded because I broke the PS3.
God damn.
Alright, we're over an hour here. I'm gonna end it. We can do another one if you want. I don't mind. Let's
Oh, is that what you guys do?
yeah, we recorded two.
I was wondering. Okay.
I guess we should do an outro before I just kind of end
Yeah, yeah.
abruptly.
We got
Thanks-
grounded. We had to turn it off.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta turn off my game. Thanks for listening to Quey, the perpetually postponed podcast.
This is number 3?
This is episode 3.
Well, why am I already, like, forgetting what number
Why
it
don't you
is?
just call it Triple P?
Triple P? I agree.
P3.
P3.
Persona 3!
You can find me on Twitch occasionally at
Pussy Party.
at Mr_Kajoko, Cajoko. Yeah, Josh.
I'm also on Twitch, Phantom Knight 75... Phantom Knight 300. Phantom Knight 300.
That's a great grandpa.
That's my Twitter. Twitter is Phantom Knight 75.
Okay.
YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Phantom Knight 75. Mostly starting at 6 o'clock EST.
Mhm.
It's you.
But I mostly
Sounds
post
so
on
good.
Twitter just like, hey, I'm going to be streaming this. And then I stream that. If I don't post anything on Twitter, I'm not doing anything.
Cool.
So, you know.
Eric,
That's
you
it.
don't have anything, right, other than your Twitter?
Whatever it is, it's Erich Spidey on everything, because I'm a simple man.
It's true. And he doesn't stream on Twitch.
Nope.
All right.
Thank you for listening to
Thank you for
Quey.
listening, yeah. Oh, we are on Spotify now, if you're still listening to this on YouTube.
That's the green one.
We are. We're on the green one.
We're on the spoofy.
We're on Spoofy. Yeah. So check us out on Spotify. Rate 5 stars. Follow. And yeah. Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, podcast. Bye-bye.